Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If this is your first time, welcome. On this channel, we talk about wellness, we talk about midlife, we talk about just gaining our strength and our power back and all the good stuff. And today we're talking about how women are really the creators of society and how we are choosing to be, how we're showing up in relationships. The topic today is good girls are boring. I'm sorry, I used to be one. And bad bitches have boundaries. And so let's get into it.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. This video does contain scenarios, stories, anecdotes from my personal life. I've done my best to remove all identifying information. However, if you identify yourself in the story, please note that I'm just using it as demonstration to that I have the experience or the knowledge of these situations. So if you are watching this video and this message sounds close to your own or the story sounds like your own, just know that the message was meant to reach you. There's no judgment there. We've all been through it. We're just hoping that we can communicate and figure out our thought processes on these topics. So recently I've been testing my healing in the relationship department, and I wanted to allow myself to interact with men and show interest and just open my heart up again. However, girl, I realized a truth about relationships, and it's gonna rattle your feathers. First of all, healing is not linear, of course, but it's also very wavy. You might feel like you're in healing or you've completed the healing process until you're met with the situation again, and then you realize that you're reverting to certain behaviors, and that can be distressing. But have some compassion with yourself and understand that, okay, I've tested it, now I need some more healing. The other fact that I figured out is that good girls are kind of boring and that bad bitches just have boundaries, and that's why they're considered bitches. So hear me out. I used to be a major pick-me, a good girl, and despite what people say, men love to marry pick-me's. They wouldn't want to give up the whole boost in their ego. These women live to serve the man. They have no boundaries, so these men can take all kinds of advantage of them. An imbalanced, self-loathing or insecure man would love all that, And so why would they not want to marry the good girls? But as a man gets comfortable in the conquest, and yes, he will still find ways to humble and conquer the good girl, the pick-me, despite the willingness to serve, he'll get bored and he'll start seeking out a challenge. So when I was operating in the imposter energy, men called me wife material. I was sweet, I was lovable, I was angelic. However, when I started minding my own business and focusing on my growth and just focusing on my own self-worth instead of trying to build another person or hiding behind their backs, because they were undeserving of it, really, I realized that I became a bitch in their eyes. And I was shocked because was I not still wearing the same face that they call angelic and beautiful? I remember one guy said to me, "You're beautiful, but you act like a man." What the hell was that? What did that mean? So I went a little deeper. I needed to know what he meant by "you act like you have balls in between your legs." Those were his words. When you're the creator of your own life and your happiness, you can easily detach from the potential the potential of things and clearly see the product. And therefore, you're not easy to manipulate. You can see through the lies. And the truth is, some people never get past their potential stages and they'll never be aligned to your standards. And it doesn't matter what they say. And the other thing is, they know it, you know it. But they expect you to give them a chance, build them up, disrupt your progress, your peace, your pH, and your prosperity so that you can give them a little blight. Now, don't get me wrong. The flattery, the love bombing, all that can be so addictive. Even science says so. However, the puffed up promises of an underdeveloped human who has no grasp of who they are, what they really want, or who they really want can wreak havoc in your life. The last guy I spoke to, we had a history. I seem to reattract those. I'm working on it. But he came in heavy. At least the last two. The last three. But the last one, I was the villain in his love stories. I broke his heart, rendering him pitiful and incapable of love and commitment, except for a few exceptions, a few marriages along the way. But he always loved me. Very heavy on the martyrdom and manipulation. But the point was, he had issues with commitment, right? And it was in that where the relationship dissolved. You don't get to cheat and run around and then say, I'm the one who broke your heart. Pop off, I guess. You see, for the imbalanced man, he doesn't understand where he goes wrong. He will come with an offer, demand, description of what he deserves, and will flake on you. Even when he's saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, he will flake because he doesn't know what love is. Tell me now, what the hell do you do with all that chaotic energy? Because I don't do drama. It depletes me. So what now? You release them. You can like their words, you can like how nice they were being, you can just, it can be amazing and all this other stuff. But are you really going to tie yourself to someone who doesn't really even know who they are? They can't even show up for the bare minimum? I can't. So now that you're awakened, or now that I'm awakened and thinking about dating and relationship and all this other stuff, I'm wondering if it's even possible when you've grown into the stage like where you're no longer accepting foolishness. It makes you wonder. What I know is men like toys, exciting, shiny toys that they can play with and use in whatever way they feel. And you know what? I'm going to use a clip in here from Patrice O'Neill. He's going to explain that. I got it from the Sovereign Woman, and I love her channel. You guys should go sub her up. I really love her channel. But in the clip, he's talking about how men see women and how they want to play with them and throw them back into the water. Do men only marry bitches? Well, yes and no. Some men marry women who challenge and expand them. Others don't know themselves. They marry the pick-me's and they cheat on the bad bitches, and because that's what they actually like. Imbalanced and unhealed men want women who match their inner toxicity.
It's gonna trigger a lot of y'all, okay? But it's necessary that you listen to this with open-minded ears, if you will.
I'm trying to make it so women just understand a little bit of just to sympathize. It's like we're like sport fishermen. This is what I'm saying. Men like to fish, and sport fishing is different from catching fish for food. You just get it, you catch it, and you show your friends. Because you want them to know that you can catch fish. You take a couple of pictures so you can show people the fish that you have the ability to catch. And then you release it back into the water. But a lot of women in here, you have boyfriends or husbands, you a fish that jump back on the boat and just was flapping, looking at me hi, I was wondering if you're going to be fishing here again next week. Yeah, for other fish. Get off my boat. Is that how you treat all the fish? You'd be like, oh, God damn. Nope, I'm sorry, sweetie. You're the last fish I ever wanted to be with. Now you stuck. You're stuck with the last fish who was loving you and fighting hard to be on your boat. Then she got comfortable, and now instead of doing this, she's like, so we've been together for like a year now. Why do you still have a boat? You'd be like, so what's she trying to say? I can't catch fish no more? Why do you need to catch a fish? Because if I lose my ability to catch fish, then you're not gonna find me sexy no more. So you gotta smell fish on me so that you know I can catch fish so you can act right.
And the thing about it is sometimes too, as women, we talk too much. We tell them what we want. We correct them when they do the thing wrong. We just talk too much. But if we listen, he'll explain why he doesn't like you. And then you can govern yourself accordingly. If he says, my mom is the kind of woman who always get her bills paid because she doesn't mind robbing other guys to take care of her man, then he wants to be taken care of just like his mama did. If you listen long enough, they will tell you what they're thinking and feeling. And then govern yourself accordingly. I'm not going to go on and on with this video today because it was kind of impromptu. It was just a thought process I had. So I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. Listen and then act. Thank you guys for listening to me. As I always say, be the love you want. Be good to yourself. Ensure that you are loved because you love yourself. Be balanced. Take the time to figure out who you are. And I'll see you guys next time. Walk good.
The luxury breathing, but I don't think I'm living. Yeah, my mama be tripping, saying you acting different, cause I feel so alone. People don't make a difference. They'll be here for a moment and be gone in an instant. Man, this shit got me living.